Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport. Number 31, always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
All right, just about set to go. And our pitcher tonight, Whitey Ford. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Toronto, the second baseman, number 12.
And here it comes. That one misses. And this one is off and running.
First pitch, 7:05.
The lefty, the 1-0. In the air out to center. Racing, makes the catch. One up, one down.
Batting second.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
And now for the Jays, Tony Fernandez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Next offering is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings and misses, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Carlos Delgado. This guy has turned into a beast. Pitch, and he just misses.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step, and that's why he makes so many great plays.
That one fouled off. And now the lefty. Tap back to the mound. In time to Gehrig, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Back after this on the show. Back in the Bronx. And today's starting pitcher, number 37.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Derek Jeter stands in now, looks at that one inside. And the pitch. That one finds the zone. And it's 2-1 now. The wind and the pitch. Next offering is outside. The wind of the pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. The pitch. Throws to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Robinson Cano.
Now, this is a player that's, hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average. And being able to do that, that is extremely good bat-to-ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real consistent approach, uses all fields, and he's got a game plan when he comes to the plate. So let's just keep our eyes on him. I think it's pretty hard to take your eyes off of him.
And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Strike two.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
DiMaggio checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And yes, he did. Freddie Ferguson rings him up. Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Righty delivers. And now it's even up. Kicks and deals.
Ball two.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that's a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Got him looking. And that is that. Yanks held in check. Scoreless after one. Back in New York. Now it's the rookie DH, Jose Bautista. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And a pitch. Swing and a base hit.
Batting fifth.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Joe Carter. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Batting six.
George Bell next up for the Blue Jays.
Bell.
Pitch misses inside, and that is ball one. Kicks and fires. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
And 1-2. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Bounced up the middle. What a stop to first. Got him. Nice play.
Batting seven, the center fielder, Vernon Wells.
Vernon Wells next up for the Blue Jays. Good contact guy, good defender. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Foul ball. Here comes a pitch. That one drifts inside.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that one in the air center field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And they lead by 2.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here's Josh Donaldson. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
First offering, and it just misses. And that's outside. And a pitch. Left there. And out of here. Josh Donaldson leaves the yard. And they add on. It's 3-0.
For a guy to be able to hit a changeup at that velocity tells me he would have been ready for a fastball. Just impossible to cover that wide of range of velocity. But he does a nice job picking his pitch, and he gets rewarded for it.
The catcher.
And now Russell Martin. 0-2 as he waves at that one. And now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Tapped softly on the ground. He handles it himself. That's out number 3. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the veteran first baseman, Lou Gehrig. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. 0-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Next pitch is outside. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 15 on the year. And they close the gap. It's 3-1.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Mickey Mantle will hit next.
Batting fifth, the center fielder.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Mantle.
And he deals. Misses outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's the first out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Reggie Jackson.
Here's some real power at the plate. Reggie Jackson. And that's in there for strike 1. And a pitch. Tied him up inside with that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
The wide to kick the pitch. Going to count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
2 outs, base is empty. Alex Rodriguez stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch, not close. And that's downstairs and outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one ripped left field. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Rodriguez into second, and he's got a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here's the rookie catcher, number 31.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 31.
Popped up right side. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Yankees get a homer to cut the lead. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. On to the third inning. And now number 12. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is
dives, and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
The batter, number 1.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Tony Fernandez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique, and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
The pitch. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. Double play ball to second. There's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
The first baseman,
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Two outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Carlos Delgado. Grounded out his first time up. Next pitch downstairs. Ball 1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Next one off the plate inside. 2-0. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Brings it in for the third out. Back for more from the Bronx. Now batting Robinson Cano.
leading off for the Yankees, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
And the right-hander deals. Stays alive. And the 0-2. Next offering misses down and away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Next one misses. The count now 2-2. Righty to the plate. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
And now the count filled up 3-2. And down on strikes he goes. And now one away.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. And the batter now, Derek Jeter. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And the righty deals. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Real ugly 0-1 swing right there. As a pitcher, got to be hunting for that strikeout. Keep him off balance. Send him back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
And up next for New York, Joe DiMaggio. That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch. Ball 1 low.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Next pitch inside. Ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 2-1. Late swing, fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And now it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swung on, popped up left side. Donaldson settles under it. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Yankees, and they still trail it here 3-1.
So I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about.
Start of the 4th. Now it's the DH, Jose Bautista. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Ford back to work.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That one pushed foul. And now the lefty. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Oh, 0-2 now. And a good eye there. The wind of the pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And now the right fielder, Joe Carter. Doubled in his first AB. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow, and I'll give you a free suit."
0-2 now.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
George Bell now at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. In there for strike 1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Next offering is in for a strike. And the pitch. That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Kicks and deals. And he chases that one. And that is that. Blue Jays go down in order as the lead remains 3-1. Back in the Bronx, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. Leading off the bottom of the 4th, Babe Ruth.
The designated hitter, Babe Ruth.
The right-hander back to work. And fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Bounce to the right side. Sends it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
The first baseman, number 4, Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. 4th in the AL in RBIs. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. And Gehrig hit cleanup for that famed Murderers Row lineup as the Yankees were rolling off one World Series title after another. The wind and the pitch. And there's a ball.
Gehrig hit behind Babe Ruth in those Murderers Row days. They both have tons of power, but their home runs had much different trajectories.
3-0 down. That one pushed to the left and foul. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
While Ruth hit these high towering fly balls out of the park, Gehrig just crushes line drives into the stands. I mean, he hit absolute bullets. Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Next to hit, Mickey Mantle, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. In there, and it's 0-1. And now the 0-1. now 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here's a 1-1. And that's down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. At the belt and fires. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away to second, and he's out. Left-hand batter waits. That one ripped, but foul. And a payoff pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's the 3rd out. Inning over.
You so electric, baby. Don't know how I let you taste me. Don't know how I let you play me. You so electric.
Ready now for the 5th inning, and now for the Jays, Vernon Wells. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And the first offering is not close. The pitch. That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0.
And a pitch. Hard hit to third, and that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's Josh Donaldson's turn to hit. Swing and a high fly ball left field. DiMaggio makes the catch, and there's one down.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin digs in now, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. First pitch just misses. In there at the knees for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And here it comes. Fought off foul. Out towards right center field. Pulls up and it drops for a hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's the second baseman, number 12. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
The Yankees with some action in their pen. Number 11, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Number 46, getting cranked up as well. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That misses, and 1-1.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
2 on, 1 out. Stays alive. Wells at third. Martin over at first with 1 away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here comes a pitch. And that one fouled off. One, 2 now. And down on strikes. That's out number 2.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And now it's going to be Tony Fernandez, a switch hitter batting right. And that's in there for strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, the hitter's got his timing down for the breaking ball. If you're a pitcher, if you can get that fastball in on the hands, it's going to be very difficult for that hitter to get the barrel to it.
2 outs.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Kicks and fires. In the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. The pitch. And that one handled. The throw to first. That ends the frame. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they still lead it 3-1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, stepping in the long ball threat, Reggie Jackson.
Yankees, the right fielder, Reggie
The pitch.
Jackson.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun. And a pitch. And ball 1. That one missed. Two one now. And that one a little bit high.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Left-hand hitter waits. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, he used the slow curve very effectively right there. He just spun it up to the plate and had his guy way out front. Not only a good pitch, but a really good job of setting it up.
Next for New York, Alex Rodriguez. First pitch, and he just misses. And the right-hander deals.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a pitch. Slow roller to first, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And forget it. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-2. Singing, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the Yankees catcher now, number 31.
Number 31.
That one's in there, 0-1. The other way, makes the grab, 2 down.
The batter, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
And here is Robinson Cano. Struck out looking at his first at bat. First offering misses the mark. The wind to kick the pitch. And he takes a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. That one misses. 2-1. Hit hard on the ground is short. Slings it across. Inning over. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And the home team down a run. All set for the top of the 6th. Leading off, Carlos Delgado.
Toronto, the first baseman, number 25, Carlos Delgado.
Ford back to work. There's a strike.
Well, an at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's off the wall. The throw into second. And that's a leadoff double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Whitey Ford out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Lefty Gomez on the pitch out of the pen here. A runner on second to deal with. He'll do his best to keep him there.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Jose Bautista next up for the Blue Jays. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Next one is off the plate, and the count is 3-1. Man at second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
For this guy, it's truly a battle when he steps into the box. Only one thing on his mind, seeing that pitch out of the hand and hitting it hard somewhere.
And now the lefty. And there's a foul ball. And the pitch. And it's ball four. He missed down low.
And he reluctantly takes his walk.
So up next for Toronto, Joe Carter. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. First pitch, not close. First and second here, no outs. And it's 1-1.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now 2-2. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning, and off to a shaky start. The pitch. Chases that one out of the zone, and there's one down.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Bell in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Runners at first and second with one gone. Next pitch misses inside, and the count is 2-0. There's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1.
Ball, that's out.
Three-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Vernon Wells.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And first offering is fouled off.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Delgado on third. Batista over at second. Bell at first. One gone. On the ground. Base hit. One run is in. Mantle fires it to the plate, but it's offline. He will score. It's 5-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
And next for Toronto, Josh Donaldson. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
First offering, and it just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
At the belt and fires. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Here's a 1-1. And strike two.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Runners are at the corners, one away. Now a high fly ball out to left center. DiMaggio under it and makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline and he scores. It's 6-2.
No, that's the third run of the inning, and these guys are doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Catcher, Russell Martin.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Russell. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. First pitch just misses.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
The pitch. And another ball. Two and one now. And a swing and a miss there. On the ground to third. Zips it to first, and that'll do it. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Yankees 2. Bottom of the sixth inning. Now here is Derek Jeter.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop, Derek
The right-hander back to work.
Jeter.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Stays alive.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Righty delivers. On the ground, right side. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And They have this new ballpark that is absolutely gorgeous, but there's still some of that old school feel to it. DiMaggio in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And the 1-0. And a foul ball. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next offering is fouled back. That one the other way. Has some trouble with it. On the run, sends it over to first. He is safe, and he beats the throw by a whisker. In now is the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth. That one hammered center field. This one's got a chance. And that one is out of here. A two-run homer, his 7th home run of the season. And they add a pair. It's 6-4.
This crowd back alive. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Base is empty, one away. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig.
Baseman number 4, Lou.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They go back-to-back. His 16th homer of the year, and they inch closer. It's 6-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Number 7.
Now here is Mickey Mantle. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Yeah, you have to connect the past with the present, and they did a really nice job of the Monument Park out there where you can go and walk through and see the legends. This is New York, and it is the greatest city, I would say, in the country, if not the world. So you expect them to build a ballpark that's going to be incredibly rich in that tradition.
The right fielder, number 9, Reggie Jackson.
So 2 down now, and here is Reggie Jackson. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swings through that one. 0-1. What about as a left-handed hitter and how short that porch is in right field? Were you ever tempted to just try and think in terms of leaning on something as a left-handed hitter and just trying to yank it over the right field wall?
I don't think I needed to be tempted to do that. I think that's all I was, trying to do because I didn't have a whole lot of power.
And the righty deals. And now 2-1.
You have to try to stay within your approach, but you do know that, hey, if you pull something, there's a good chance of it getting out.
Next pitch is outside. 3-1. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Three and 2 now. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Tapped in front of the plate. Tosses to first. Play made. That ends the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 6-5.
Yeah, okay, you asked for it. About to go Nostradamus on him. I'm from that bully where bullies were.
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Wade Hopp. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Number 29, Wade Hopp.
Top of inning number 7, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, number 12. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
And he deals. Fouled off left side. Here's the 0-2. Stays alive. Right-handed reliever. That one lifted to left. DiMaggio ranging back. And there's one away.
The batter, the shortstop, Tony Fernandez.
And now for the Jays, Tony Fernandez. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
On the ground to short. Over to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Baseman, number 25, Carlos Delgado.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Delgado. 1 for 3. In there, and it's 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Yo 1. And a foul ball. Next pitch misses inside. Now 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays as it remains a 6-5 ball game.
7th inning stretch.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 30. He's pitching on 2 days rest. set for the last half of the 7th. Here's a speed threat, Alex Rodriguez.
For the Yankees.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And the first offering is not close. And that one is lifted in the air, on its way. And that one is out of here. His second home run of the game, and we're starting over. It's 6-6.
So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And up next for New York, number 31.
Number 31.
That one ripped. That's back there. And brings it in at the wall.
The batter, number 22. Second baseman. Robinson.
Now it's the second baseman, Robinson Cano. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Foul ball. Next pitch is inside. And the count 1-2. And a ball evens the count. Two now to 22.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Got him. 2 away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one off the outside edge. Righty to the plate. Pitch misses. 3-0. Two outs. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 3-1. Kicks and fires. Base knock center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
2 outs, runner at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Joe DiMaggio. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Checks over to first, back safely. Pitch misses, and now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
2-0. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. The 2-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Two now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Payoff pitch. He swings and fouls one off. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. 7-6.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Number 41 gets the call from the pen, and he'll do his best to keep this close. So now the DH spot, Babe Ruth. And first offering is fouled off. Runner leads away at second. Slapped foul.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
DiMaggio on at second with 2 down. The next offering misses, and it's 1-2. Look out! And it hit him. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Gehrig. And that's in there for strike 1. First and second, 2 down. Next pitch is downstairs. Up the middle, and that chance handled. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. 8th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 7 and the Blue Jays 6. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Goose Gossage trying to protect this lead. We go to the 8th. Now, Jose Bautista. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off. Gehrig ready. Next offering misses down and away. Gehrig deals. And it is 2-1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
The count 2-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Mantle under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Joe Carter.
So up next, Joe Carter.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
In there for strike one.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
And now here is George Bell. The tying run at the plate. Out to short. In time to Gehrig. Out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Down a run and a tight one. It's 7-6. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Mickey Mantle. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Next pitch is popped up. Delgado under this one. Makes the grab, one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson stepping in now for the Yankees. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Right-hander kicks, deals. Strike 2. And a pitch. Just missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here comes a pitch. And fouled off.
Starting to get some pretty good timing on that breaking ball, but he's going to have to stay ready for a fastball. Don't want to watch one go right by you.
The pitch. Good eye right there.
Track count
Pitch misses there. Full count now.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
The pitch. Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. 112 miles per hour, the ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
One down. Alex Rodriguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Over to first, and he's safe. That one's in there, 0-1. And the right-hander deals. Pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Righty delivers. Fouled off. He was late. And a pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The pitch. Reggie on the run. Next offering is fouled back. Kicks and deals. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. Number 31 stepping in now for the Yankees. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. First offering misses the mark. Jackson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next one misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count. At the belt and fires. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Batter number 22, second baseman, Robinson.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
Insurance.
no matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
Left-hand hitter waits. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two on, 2 outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The pitch. On the ground to the left. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They'll try and hold on to their 7-6 lead. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Mariano Rivera. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 42, Mariano Rivera.
Back now in the Bronx, all set to start the ninth in this one. And now for the Jays, Vernon Wells. And he deals. That's a slider for a strike. And the righty deals. Fought off foul. Stays alive. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. And a pitch. That one misses, and that's ball one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Strike three, got him swinging. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. First offering, and it just misses. Just missed. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a big swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. You clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Russell Martin stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next pitch is outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. This one high in the air to left center. And that one hops the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, number 12. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And a foul ball. The pitch. Foul ball there. Man on second, 2 down. Late swing, foul to the left. Just one strike away. And a swing and a miss. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. Guys are making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
1-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men.